Assalamualaikum everyone, this is me Rehan Freelancing Wala and I am a student of Rehan Ai Teachers Training Institute Batch 22. Today I am going to talk about a very interesting topic, how to set achievable goals and stay motivated. So just give me a second, I am going to connect our AI assistant. Hello, can you hear
Hey,
me?
yep, I can hear you loud and clear.
Or-
How's it going?
How are you?
I'm doing really well, thank you. I'm excited to chat. What's on your mind today?
That's great. Today I have a very interesting topic, how to set achievable goals and stay motivated. Alright?
Yeah, that's a really great topic. I think a big part of it is breaking big goals down into smaller, clear steps and celebrating progress along the way. What kind of goals are you thinking about?
Yeah. So my first question is, what does setting achievable goals means to you?
That's a great starting point. For me, setting achievable goals means choosing targets that are realistic given your current resources, skills, and timeline. It's about balancing challenge with attainability, so you feel stretched but not overwhelmed.
Got it. And why is goal setting important in life?
Yeah, that's a big one. I think goal setting is important because it gives you direction and purpose. Without goals, it's easy to drift or lose focus. Goals help you prioritize what matters most and keep you motivated when things get tough.
Alright. And what is the difference between a dream and a goal?
Ah, that's a really nice distinction. I think a dream is more of a vision or a desire, something big and maybe a bit abstract, while a goal is a dream you've turned into a concrete plan with steps and a timeline. In other words, goals give dreams a path forward.
Got it. And what are long term goals?
Yeah, long term goals are basically those big picture aspirations you aim for over years or even decades, like career milestones, personal development, or financial independence. They often require a lot of smaller, short term goals to get you there step by step.
Alright. And why do people fail to achieve their goals?
Yeah, that happens a lot. I think people often fail because their goals are too vague, or they set goals that don't align with their values. And sometimes they just lose motivation if they don't see progress quickly, or they don't have a solid plan or support system.
Alright. And what role does planning play in success?
Oh, planning is huge. It's like the roadmap that keeps you on track. When you plan, you break down your goals into manageable steps, you anticipate obstacles, and you set timelines. Basically, it turns a big dream into a structured, achievable path.
Alright. And what is motivation?
Yeah, so motivation is that inner drive or energy that pushes you to take action toward your goals. It's what keeps you going, especially when things get tough. And it can come from within, like personal values, or from outside, like rewards or recognition.
Alright. And why is motivation important for achieving goals?
Yeah, exactly. Motivation's really the fuel behind your actions. Without it, even the best plans can fall apart. Motivation keeps you consistent, especially during setbacks, so you keep moving forward even when it's hard.
Alright. And how do you stay focused on your goals?
Yeah, staying focused often means minimizing distractions and keeping your why front and center, like why the goal matters to you. I also think regular check ins, adjusting plans when needed, and visual reminders really help keep that focus sharp.
Alright. And what are realistic goals?
Yeah, realistic goals are ones that match your current circumstances, your abilities, resources, and time. They're challenging but still possible, so you don't set yourself up for disappointment. It's all about balancing ambition with practicality.
Alright. And how can writing goals help?
Oh, definitely. Writing goals down really helps clarify them in your mind. It makes them more tangible and you can review them easily. Plus, it's kind of a commitment. You're more likely to follow through when your goals are written somewhere concrete.
Alright. And what is the first step in achieving any goal?
Yeah, the first step is really to define the goal clearly. So you have to be specific about what you want and then figure out why it matters. Once you have that clarity, you can break it down into actionable steps.
Alright. And what is the role of discipline in success?
Yeah, discipline is like the steady force that keeps you going, even when motivation dips. It's all about sticking to your plan, creating good habits, and making small daily choices that keep you on track, even when it's hard.
Got it. And how do habits affect goal achievement?
Yeah, habits are really powerful because they build consistency. When you turn goal related actions into habits, they become automatic. So instead of relying solely on willpower, you just naturally do the steps towards your goal each day.
All right, got it. And how can someone break big goals into smaller steps?
Yeah, so a good way is to start by asking, what's the very next action I need to take? Then break that down further, weekly or daily tasks. Make them specific, measurable, and time bound so you know exactly what you need to do and when.
All right. And what is the SMART goal method?
Yeah, the SMART framework is super popular. It stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So each goal you set should hit all those criteria, which makes it much clearer and easier to follow through on.
All right. And how do deadlines help in achieving goals?
Yeah, deadlines are really key because they create a sense of urgency. They keep you accountable and give you a clear time frame to work within. Without them, it's easy to procrastinate or let tasks stretch on indefinitely.
All right. And what tools can help in goal setting?
Yeah, there are a bunch of great tools. You could use planners or journals, digital apps like Trello or Notion, even simple spreadsheets. The key is choosing something you'll consistently use and that helps you track progress easily.
All right, got it. And what is the role of time management?
Yeah, time management is crucial because it ensures you're spending your time on the right things. When you manage your time well, you prioritize tasks, avoid last minute stress, and make steady progress toward your goals every day.
All right. And how can daily routines support goals?
Yeah, daily routines are awesome because they build consistency. When you have a routine, you make progress without having to constantly think about it. You just show up and do the key tasks that keep you moving towards your goals.
All right. And what are some common goals getting mistakes?
Yeah, definitely. A common one is being too vague, like saying, I want to be healthier without specifics. Another mistake is not setting deadlines or setting goals that are too big all at once, which makes them overwhelming. And sometimes people don't track their progress, so they lose momentum.
All right. And how important is self belief?
Oh, self belief is huge. It's that inner confidence that you can actually achieve your goals. When you believe in yourself, you're more resilient to setbacks, and you're willing to take risks or stay the course when things get tough.
All right. And what is the role of accountability?
Yeah, accountability is really powerful. When you share your goals with someone or track them publicly, it keeps you answerable. You're more likely to take action, stay committed, and follow through when you know someone else is aware of your progress.
All right. And how do rewards help maintain motivation?
Absolutely. Rewards are a great way to keep your motivation up. When you give yourself a little celebration or treat after reaching a milestone, it gives you something positive to look forward to and reinforces your progress.
All right. And how do you avoid procrastination?
Yeah, so beating procrastination is all about starting small, like just committing to 5 minutes of a task. Also, breaking tasks down, removing distractions, and sometimes just reminding yourself of the bigger picture, why it matters, can really help you push past it.
All right. Got it. And how can you measure a success?
Yeah, measuring success is all about tracking progress against your milestones. You can set specific metrics like deadlines met, habits built, or skills developed, and then regularly review them. Success is really just seeing how far you've come and adjusting if needed.
All right. And what is the role of mindset?
Yeah, mindset is really foundational. A growth mindset, for example, helps you see challenges as opportunities. When you believe you can improve, you bounce back from setbacks more easily and you stay motivated throughout the process.
All right. And how do you maintain work life balance while chasing goals?
Yeah, that's a big one. I think it's all about setting boundaries, making sure you have dedicated time for rest and for the people you care about. Also, being realistic about how much you can take on and giving yourself permission to pause or adjust when needed is really crucial.
All right. Got it. And lastly, what message are you giving to my audience regarding this topic?
Yeah, I'd say to your audience, start small, stay consistent, and be kind to yourself. Achievable goals aren't just about success, they're about building habits and resilience. Trust the process, and remember, every step forward counts.
All right. So thank you so much for your time and thank you so much for giving me answers. Allah Hafiz and Allah Hafiz everyone to watching me. Subscribe share, and
You're very welcome. I'm really glad I could
thank you
help.
so much.
Take care. Of course. Anytime. I'm glad we got to talk. If you ever need to dive into another topic or just brainstorm, I'm here. Take care.
All right, Allah Hafiz.